Harley. Get yourself a nice new hog and a Honda Goldwing. Only at Big Sycamore Harley. Take it away, Cooper.
Is that down in Philadelphia?
Ooh, you betcha.
It's too late for that shit. Now we're down to Phoenix, looking clear until Wednesday and Thursday after Hump Day. San Antonio, you're getting fucked. You better get unfucked and unwet because you're about to get real wet. Back to fucking California, San Diego, Orange County, looking clear as always. Weather's good, but the economy and all those fucking tents on the side of the road, not so much. Ew. Seattle. Whoa. Rain. More back to Tampa. And finally, that's enough. That's way more than anybody else could take on before they actually have to go take a shit. And 73% humidity, that's enough to actually go outside and breathe enough in the air that it draws enough water into your lungs that actually makes you piss through your butthole.
Call 963-411.
Now here we got Birmingham at 41 degrees. It's south by southwest, going wind 6, and we're going straight to Watertown, way at the bottom. Now,
oh my god.
Watertown at the top left, and we go straight down to Boston, straight to Albany. This is all of the southeastern side of Canada.
Dude.
Now, your 36-hour forecast on Monday, May 1st, 3:40 a.m. We've got overnight partly cloudy, lows in the mid-30s, light wind. Monday continued, the mid-60s. Wind's going to become a pretty big problem with 15 to 20 miles per hour winds. Chance of rain, scattered evening showers, not too bad on the Monday night. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's going to be a chance of rain, 40%. And let's get the humidity at 73% here in Fulton. Let's hear it from Buffalo. Cooper?
64% Buffalo. The residents of Buffalo are likely to die in the next 4 days, unfortunately. May 1st through May 5th, you look up at the top right corner, it's just, if you want to literally number your days, that's where you need to be rolling your eyeballs. Sunrise to sunset, that's last time you pretty much have to find somebody of the opposite sex to fornicate with before the end. And at a random event, Rome is now in the United States.
Which Rome are you talking about, Cooper? Here,
the one all the way from Greece. Speaking of Greeks, Nick.
Speaking of Greece, Nick,
what plane is that?
Yes,
what is the name? What is the model of that airplane?
Yep, that is a airboat 767. That plane is used specifically to deport people who think that Rome is in Greece when it's actually in Italy. But anyway, we're gonna take it back from Mike Bono. If you guys take a look over here at California and Nevada, you will see that it's quite dry over there. They let you see God left them high and dry hanging over there, and that means everything's gonna be okay. But as for this big cock going into Texas, that is the green weenie if I've ever seen one. Look at that pickle juice.
I've seen a green weenie in my day, yeah.
Oh yeah, that pickle juice dropping behind it. Oh yes indeed. Now that top part there that's covering Wisconsin was attached to the big green weenie. It looks like a jalapeno, and that would be right at home in Texas, but I guess not, because they are smoking the fuck out of Texas. There's not gonna be a single pepper grown down in Texas, me. I didn't do
ratos.
Right, you are, Ken. And just
remember, they're smoking me out of Texas, man. They smoking me out. I can't even keep up with it, man. My lungs, man.
That's right. Texas has issued an all-points bulletin on Lil Finger. He is not allowed in the state of Texas. If he is seen, he is to either be shot on sight or the authorities must be called immediately so they may shoot him on sight. But for right now, we are smoking his ass out with the finest OG Kush. We bought this from Chief Keef's dealers themselves out of O Block in Chicago. It doesn't get any smokier than this, fellas. You take one puff.
Let's get smokier than this. Indeed. Here, locally, right here in the belly of the Midwest, right here next to Texas, right below OKC, right here in Santa Monica.
Think there's gonna be a flood or a flash flood. This is pretty bad news, as you can see.
Keep going.
As you can see, Texas is already partially consumed by water. You see, there's the Gulf of Mexico. That is some bad news. But as you can see, folks, we are still smoking it out here. Littlefinger has tried to make his way in through Louisiana. He tried to swim around the Gulf of Mexico, but we are smoking his bitch ass out like he is a beat. We're trying to gather honey from. And as you can see, once again, grape fago is hitting northwestern Canada. That is some bad news for the people of the Great White North. They are going to get covered in bees because it's so sticky and so sweet. Back to you, Josh.
Birmingham looking at 41%. Fort Drum 41, and we got Fulton at 39. Rochester 45 degrees, south by southwest. Wind is going to 6 miles an hour on this beautiful Monday, May 1st at 3:49 a.m. 36-hour forecast on the Weather Channel. Cooper Jones, back to you.
All right, it says tonight. Did you know that 1996 Olivier Pané won the Monaco Grand Prix in a Ligier Honda at 60% chance of rain? And after that, Tuesday, we just have increasing amounts of sunshine, highs in the upper 50s. Oh my God, that's gonna feel so good after this recent amount of bullshit has been coming down. The dew point's only been 31%. Dude, how are you supposed to get your dew on if it's only 31%? Wednesday, it's only gonna be low of 33, you know. My balls are still gonna be sticking to the side of my leg, but Watertown's gonna be looking pretty wet if you look to the north of this map. You need to look to the south of that in Elmira, where my ex lives now. No sign of tornadoes, so that makes me feel a deep
Cooper,
pain.
we don't have to. Hey,
Oh, sorry,
Cooper,
what?
Cooper, we don't have to talk about your ex, man. We don't have to talk about your ex, man.
Okay.
I understand.
I was
That's in the
about to say
past,
some
man.
bad
It's in the
things.
past.
You're
It's back
over.
to
We
Nick.
got the
You're
subpoena
over.
happened, man. The subpoena happened. We don't have to talk about your ex, man. Everything was. You guys signed a prenup. You guys signed a prenup.
You give them some peanut.
We understand, man. You don't have to. You don't have to talk about that, man. If the only thing you want to talk about is the past 6 hours in the northern hemisphere, that's all you have to talk about, man.
No,
you don't have to talk about your prenup.
Just
If you want to talk about Texas down here, and you want to talk about,
all right, I'm trying to forget. All right,
if you don't want to forget,
forgot.
man.
You know the easier way to also
We can
forget
forget,
is just
but we can also
just
remember.
move to the the central United States right now and just inhale that big ass cloud coming from
Exactly.
Chief Keef.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure. We might have to ask the sources. I'm pretty sure it's an indica, but some other people are actually reporting it might actually be a hybrid. Let's go back to Nick.
Yeah, well, Cooper, I can tell you right now that in the case of inhaling all this weed smoke, you will be stoned out of your gourd. I'm talking flying over the continental United States, being just carried away by these dank, massive clouds. That'll make you feel good and bring up some good feelings in your tummy for that when you go to Texas, you are able to have a great time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the top part of Texas here, that is where Nick lives, and that is also where QuakeCon is, where John Carmack once called Nick a faff. It was really funny, and then Nick had no choice but to take mystery drugs from a man he had never met in his life and nearly fucking die. But at least Cooper has another funny story to tell and some more leverage against his friends. But anyway, that's enough about Texas. We're going to be talking about America. We're going to be talking about New Mexico. We're going to be talking about the Arizona. Do you think that's funny, Cooper? Do you find it funny that we're going to be talking about Louisiana? And we will definitely be spending a lot of time talking about Kansas. What do you think about that, Josh?
Oh, I think we're going to talk about Kansas. I think we're going to be talking about the penis. I think we're going to talk about the vagina.
Ow.
We're going to be talking about masturbation.
Yeah!
We're going to be talking about the northeastern side of things here. They don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in anything. But they believe in this right here. This right here is called the Long Island Island. This island right here is the only island that is not the only islands that we know as islands. Example, this island. These islands right here. 77, 70, 80, 70, 63, 77, 80. New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Detroit, Cincinnati. That's all I gotta say about this, ladies and gentlemen. These are the 5 things that make up the one thing that I don't want to make it up. This one thing right here. Florida sucks. I don't give a fuck about Florida. Florida, Memphis, Atlanta, Florida, Tulsa, Florida, Dallas, Florida, Antonio, Florida, Houston, Florida, and also New Orleans, Florida. I don't give a shit about any of these. This is the only thing I give a shit about is locally. That's what I consider Florida, is the middle part of the United States. Now, see, we've got Hurricane Isaac coming in from the west. And if you'll give me a second, Salt Lake City is right here. We got Boise, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and Las Arizona. We got the L's and the H's coming together to make LUHUHS. This is the Weather Channel. Once again, thank you for tuning in. We've got all your do's and don'ts of yeses and nos. Thank you.